Hello everybody on the internet watching, and welcome to the final game of Week 6 of the Totally Normal Football League regular season. The Seattle Beefers traveling to San Francisco to take on their division rivals, the Shitbirds. The Beefers season started with hosting the Shitbirds at Seattle at the Beefatorium in one of the most thrilling games of the season so far. And now the Shitbirds are hoping to get revenge on a struggling Beefers team that have been trying to ride that high of beating the Shitbirds early in the season, and it just seems nothing is going right for this crew. The Shitbirds have won the opening coin toss, chosen to defer. Justin Threadbare receives the ball, tries to get it almost to the 30, but he's going to be shoved over. Justin Threadbare got 2 kickoff return touchdowns in Week 1. Against the Shitbirds special teams unit. And he's got the ball to the 30, where Ash McEnroe will take the ball and play action pass, throw to the slant, but Ivan Mold isn't there for it. So the Beefers, on paper, Ash McEnroe has great stats. His passer rating is an 80 average, which for the Totally Normal Football League is pretty, definitely puts him in the top percent of quarterbacks, but they just haven't been able to put together winning games, and he's just immediately thrown an interception. And actually, that's quite of note, because Ash McEnroe has not thrown an interception since Week 1. And on the second play of the game, he throws one up to Alan Peepers. And immediately this game is going the Shitbirds' way as they'll get the possession at the opponent's 25. The Shitbirds offense and their fantastic passing attack. Jalen Reynolds Jr. is just going to rush it down. He gets the first down. Shakes a tackle. Touchdown Shitbirds on the Jalen Reynolds Jr. scramble. A huge hole opened up by the left tackle. And I have the wrong thing open on my screen here. There we go. I always forget to change over my notes. And the Shitbirds beginning with a statement. That was a much needed confidence boost for the Shitbirds defense. They've allowed the most amount of points of any team going into Week 6. So getting turnovers and immediately scoring points off of that sends a message that the Beefers need to come ready to play if you come to the shithouse. So Justin Threadbare back to return the ball a second time. And Threadbare picks up some blocks, but he'll be taken down at the same place he got taken down last return. And the Beefers will get the ball at the 30.
They'll take over at the 29.
So Ash McEnroe has to do everything in his power to not be shaken up from that last possession. Keep to his game plan, keep his wits about them as it's Justin Threadbare up the middle for a 4-yard gain.
Second and 6. Ball on the 33-yard line.
Same formation for the Beefers. It's in play action. Passing it to Threadbare, wide open. Gets it for a first down past the 45.
Makes the catch. The play results in a first down.
And the Beefers off to a much better start than their first drive.
First and 10. Ball on the 47-yard line.
All day, baby, come on. Not today. Let's turn it up, D.
Shitbirds loading up the box. McEnroe stepping back. Sets one up for Ivan Mold. Tries to get it over the coverage.
Number 18, the intended receiver on the play.
But can't reel it in. Nick Pacer will be guarding Ivan Mold. Quite a mismatch there, if you ask me, between Ivan Mold and Pacer. Well, Pacer has done great at cornerback. He is a little short, and Ivan Mold is about 3 mountains tall. McEnroe stepping back to throw. He gets it to Threadbare on the option, gets it to the opponent's 45, and that'll bring up a 3rd and close.
On the play. Third and 2. Ball on the 44-yard line.
Let's go.
The Beefers with the $18 million backfield with Oliver Soyhaver and Stanley Turf Munch. Play action pass. Lofts one up. Ivan Mold is wide open at the 10. Now, if only he had speed. A great play action there by McEnroe. And great work by Ivan Mold to get to where the defenders aren't. Great
First and 10.
pass there by Ash. Gets it to the 11-yard line. And this is where Stanley Turf Munch and Co. can do some real damage. And there you know it's a play action. And Threadbare, Ash McEnroe is going to hang on to it. He gets it to the 4. Diving down for as many yards as he can. What a great scramble there by the Beefers.
Second and 2. Ball on the 3-yard line.
3 yards away from the touchdown, from the end zone. They only need 2 yards for a first down. And Ash is going to throw it. Throws it to the outside. Covered.
Number 11.
That's Fred Freeman covering the pass.
Third and 2.
That'll bring up 3rd down.
Don't stop that motor.
Oliver Soyhaver and Justin Threadbare in. I imagine this is... No, he's going to pass it. He's trying to get it to Trevor Toodaloo on the outside.
Number 88.
Or that's William Simplegraw, sorry. But the pass is incomplete. That looked like it was going to be a great out route. Simplegraw dropping the pass. So the Beefers will have to settle for a 21-yard field goal attempt. And it's good. So the Beefers reduce the deficit to 4. So good job there by Ash McEnroe to shake off. I know opening up the game with an interception can really rattle the psyche, but he had a great drive there. Although it ended with a field goal instead of a touchdown. If the Beefers can keep the Shitbirds offense off the field, I have no doubt they can rally back in this one. 4 minutes, 32 seconds left in the first. And here's an interesting little tidbit. Not a single touchdown was scored in the first half of the previous Shitbirds Beefers game as Vigo Bungerquest attempts to zigzag through the sea of tacklers, but he's only going to get it to the 27.
First and 10. Ball on the 27-yard line.
Jalen Rundle Jr. 1 snap, 1 scrambling touchdown. Let's see what they have in store for this Beefers defense. They're going to hand it off to Phil Stickler. Gets stopped by Charles Author.
Gain of 2 on the play. Second and 8. Ball on the 29-yard line.
No, one. Clear. Let's go now. Let's go. Run again.
Jalen Rundle Jr. looking to throw, in trouble, and it's a sack! That's not Slick Quiglet, that is Jevin Holdsbard. Gets in behind Rundle Jr. And that's the first sack of the game for the Beefers. And so they push the Shitbirds down deep.
Third and 12. Ball on the 25-yard line.
3rd and long.
Everything you got.
Rundle Jr. sending his lieutenants out. He's got Maato on the post. It's caught! He's at the 20. He's at the 10. And that'll be a touchdown as J.K. Jokester can't catch up. And just like that, one post route is all this offense needs to score a touchdown. Jokester, an amazing leap to try and swat away the pass, but didn't quite get his fingers on it. And Maato reels one in for the Shitbirds' second touchdown of the game. And the Shitbirds extend their lead to 11 here in the first. A penalty on San Francisco, though. Bruce double hit with a holding penalty on the extra point. So this, they have to redo the try, so this one might be a little less automatic. The Beefers might stay within 10 points. Although it is DJ Wideboy. So while still an easily makeable attempt, the fear is there. Yeah, and Wideboy kicks it center, so the Shitbirds will go up 11 points. 14-3 here in the first quarter. DJ Wideboy to kick. Great blocking here for Threadbare, but he runs out of room at the 35.
30 yards. Number 24 on the return. They'll take over at the 36-yard line. First and 10.
Let's go. Get it, Paul. Roll the ball.
Ash McEnroe back in control of this offense, down 2 scores. Play action. Out of time, though, as he's sacked. Houston, Texas getting to the quarterback
On the play.
for a 4-yard sack.
Second and 14. Ball on the 32-yard line.
Hey, let's go, 1D. Danny.
Gonna be up 2nd and 14. Gonna be an outside pitch to Threadbare, but he's gonna outrun his blockers. Sheds a tackle, turns nothing into something as he gets to the 40. Holy moly! How did that come into anything? That was a dead running play if I ever saw one. Shakes a tackle, spins the left stick, and all you know is he gets 6 yards off that run. What an incredible, talented player. Ash McEnroe throwing to the flat, turning upfield. Is number 82, Nathan Gamer, for a first down.
15-yard gain on
And man, these Beefers finding a way to move the chains.
first and 10. Ball on the 44-yard line.
Here we go. Let's run, man. Watch your eyes.
Stanley Turf Munch in the backfield.
Lucky. Let's go, boys. Let's go. It's on.
Big Ivan Mold on the move. It's an outside pitch. Oh my god, shakes the tackle, gets the shoulder barge, but the run will only be for 3 yards.
Gain of 2 on the play. Second and 8. Ball on the 42-yard line.
Play hard and fast, baby. Do something. Set, move.
Turf Munch still in the backfield.
Go.
Nathan Gamer on the move. McEnroe to throw. Gets the nice possession catch to Todd Normal. Now this may be short of a first down, but still an awesome catch nonetheless.
Third and inches. Ball on the 35-yard line.
So McEnroe just needs to fall over here for the first down. Perhaps they'll chuck it to Turf Munch. No, they'll pass it. Open man gets it to Nathan Gamer for a first down at the 30. And that's going to bring the end of the first quarter. The Beefers in a pickle, down 9 points, as the home team San Francisco Shitbirds lead 14-3.
The away team. The teams are ready for the second quarter.
So the Shitbirds at 3-2 don't exactly have the record they thought they would going into the season. Everyone pegged them as the #1 team in the league, but their paper-thin defense giving up so many points has led other teams. It's a nice pass to Threadbare for 5 yards. Has led other teams to exploit their weaknesses and basically match them point for point. So the Shitbirds now really have a reputation for being a glass cannon team. As it's now 2nd and 4 for McEnroe. Empty set. It's a handoff. First down. Oh, what a missed tackle. Brings it inside the 10-yard line, does Threadbare. And the Beefers keep on rolling.
First and goal. Ball on the 8-yard line.
The last possession, they were stopped for a field goal in the red zone. Turf Munch in behind. McEnroe looking to throw. He's got a man open. Short reception. Spins forward for a couple more yards. Brings it within 5 yards of the end zone. Great work there by former janitor Greg Trucker.
Second and goal. Ball on the 4-yard line.
2 downs. It's going to be a handoff to Threadbare. He gets it to the 1. Third down, Beefers. The ball's been spotted at the 2-yard line. The Beefers need a touchdown to prevent going down a lot here in the first half. But McEnroe's going to throw it into Ivan Mold on the slant for a touchdown. And that's a 6th consecutive completion for Ash McEnroe on that drive. And the Beefers put 6 on the board. And the kick is good, made by Joe Corkboard. And the Beefers once again reduce the deficit to 4. 5 minutes, 50 seconds left in the half. The Shitbirds were pushed back to a 3rd and long, but responded with a big Kelsey Ma'auto touchdown pass. What will the Shitbirds do respond? What will the Shitbirds do to respond to the Beefers' touchdown? We might see a real back-and-forth shootout just like the Shitbirds-Stoats game. As Vigo Bungerquist, fails to get it by the defender. If he had made a miss, he had a large chunk of open grass there on the left side of the field, but can't get it past the 30.
They'll take over at the 29-yard line. First and 10.
Rundle Jr. with 2 backs. James Dingo and Phil Stickler. Such a devastating backfield. Such a devastating receiving core. James Dingo up the middle for a 3-yard gain.
On the carry. 3-yard gain on the play. Second and 6. Ball on the 33-yard line.
Rundle Jr. with split back. 2nd and 6. 5 minutes, 12 seconds remaining on the clock. Rundle Jr. stepping back to throw. Tipped away. Great leap there by Leonard Kapowski. Nothing like the TNFL where you can start a 5'0" guy who can basically jump as high as the Empire State Building. Jalen Rundle Jr. is just going to rush for it on 3rd down. Tackled for no gain by the Beefers. And that is a Shitbirds 4th down. A much needed stop for the home team. The Shitbirds unable to get anything going on that drive. Ash Dunkler for his first punt of the day. Punts it to the left side. A great punt as Threadbare muffs it. And he has no choice but to let it get touched. The play's blown dead. And a very rare Threadbare muffed catch is going to start the Beefers all the way at their 6.
First and 10. Ball on the 6-yard line.
McEnroe with Threadbare behind him. The $16 million backfield. Threadbare takes a step back, has to throw out of a sack as Houston, Texas got to him.
Receiver on the play.
It's going to pick up a 2nd down.
2nd and 10. Ball on the 6-yard line.
Clock paused at 4 minutes, 25 seconds. McEnroe is just going to scramble forward. He's going to get half a yard loss on that one, and the Beefers are going to have a 3rd down at their 5. Houston, Texas is second sack of the game. If McEnroe had turned upfield just slightly faster, he could have gotten a pretty great gain to make it a 3rd and short, but great closing of the door there by Houston, Texas, and this Shitbirds defense. Throw to the flat, Nathan Gamer turning upfield, shakes the tackle, steps aside, he's at the 30, oh, what a return, shakes another tackle, he has to be brought down by Evan Sackland. What a throw, what a catch, what a run. Nathan Gamer, the adamantine tight end, just couldn't be brought down there. Holy moly. And just like that, the Beavers are at the 35 after a 3rd and hopeless situation. Tries to throw it up to Ivan Mold, nearly intercepted by Pacer.
The intended receiver on the play.
Now that was one of the catches of the league. That's got to at least make the top 10 list at the end of the season.
Watch your eyes. Lucky. Come on. Snap it. Hey, let's go. Watch it.
Trevor Toodaloo in motion. Counter run by Threadbare. Tries to turn upfield, but he'll get stopped for 1 yard.
1 yard gain on the play. Third and 9. Ball on the 36-yard line.
Here we go, baby. Rock and roll. GG's, let's go.
3rd down conversion, 3rd and 9 for the Beavers. This is a long one, folks, and he gets sacked! Number 92 breaks through. That is Gary on Downson. And the Beavers will have to punt the ball away. So the Shitbirds keep their 4-point lead here with 2 minutes 10 seconds. We'll assume that the Beavers are gonna... No, they're not. They're going to give the 2-minute warning to the Shitbirds. I guess there's no real difference. And that's going to be kicked for a touchback. That was nearly punted for a coffin if that was just slightly a hair to the left. So now it is 2-minute offense time for the Shitbirds. They hold a 4-point lead. A touchdown will increase their lead to 2 scores, giving them a great cushion going into the second half. James Dingo audible to the line of scrimmage. Jalen Rundle Jr., lots of time. Andy Overnight can't be any more open than that, and he gets it to the 30 for a first down.
Is a first down.
Andy Overnight's first reception of the game.
First and 10. Ball on the 31-yard line.
On the 10. No more, fella.
Stickler and Dingo in behind. Play action pass. Rundle Jr. is just going to turn up field. He's going to scramble forward for a 7-yard gain.
Gain of 6 on the play.
He's going to rundle forward.
Second and 4. Ball on the 37-yard line.
And Rundle Jr. in the shotgun with split backs. All the time in the world to lay this one up. How did he catch that, Pierre Du? What the world? How did Pierre Dumoulin get into a position where Jalen Rundle Jr. could thread it through both Destin Mystery and Charles Arthur? An unbelievable pass brings the Shitbirds across the field all the way to the opponent's 27. Holy moly, that is pass of the season. Pitch to Phil Stickler. He's going to get stopped for a gain of 3.
Ball carrier. Gain of 4 on the play. The offense calls a timeout.
And the Shitbirds will use their first of 3 timeouts with only a minute remaining on the clock. They want 21 points on the board going into the half. The Beavers hoping to keep this a 4-score game, or a 4-point game. Limiting it to a field goal will still keep it a 1-score game. That's Jalen Rundle Jr. in trouble. Interception! Number 48. Jared McMusters, the nickelback, gets the pick. Playing on the inside of Andy Overnight. And there's a turnover. The Beavers get it at their 15. Ash McEnroe, 56 seconds remaining to get something done. On the move, threadbare handoff behind a block, but bounces off of the cornerback. Or that's Chad Candy, the safety. Pinballs off of him for a very short gain. A gain of 4. 43 seconds and counting for the Beefers. Shitbirds' defense has been fairly decent up to this point. And the Beefers trying to limit as much time as they possibly can here. They may be going deep. Either that or they're conceding the half. Throwing it to Justin Threadbare, tackled down. Now what the Beefers might be doing here is they might be setting up a Hail Mary play, and they want to make sure that if such a play is intercepted, they don't give the Shitbirds any time, although they don't use any timeouts, so I think the Beefers are just going to concede the half here. And the Shitbirds will be up 14-10. Going into halftime, and it's a close game so far. The Beefers gave up an interception on the first play, or on the second play of the game, sorry, and Jalen Rundle Jr. immediately scrambling for a touchdown. But since then, the Beefers have gotten it together somewhat. Their offense looks pretty great, and their defense has gotten some takeaways. However, they did not capitalize on a turnover there late in the half. And now the Shitbirds, who have won the opening coin toss, will get first possession of the second.
San Francisco will start the drive at the 28-yard line. First and 10.
Watch your eyes. Hey, watch the screen. You can't stop me. Dash left. Go.
Pierre Dumoulin on the move. Perhaps the best tight end in the league. So devastating, but it's going to be a James Dingo handoff for a gain of 7. And James Dingo, he's had so few carries because of the pass-centered offense of the Shitbirds, but he is quite possibly the most feared running back in the league. Jalen Rundle Jr. throwing it, gets it to Kelsey Ma'ato, gets it to the opponent's 45 over the shoulders of Destin Mystery.
First and 10. Ball on the 44-yard line.
Kelsey Ma'ato almost at 100 yards for today. Shitbirds trying to give this home crowd something to scream about. It's another James Dingo handoff. Flips the stick, but only gets about 5 yards.
Gain of 4 on the play. Second and 6. Ball on the 40-yard line.
Rundle Jr. in the shotgun for the second and 6 snap. They're at the opponent's 40-yard line. Split backs. Jason Wolf taking the handoff. Play action. Masterful. Rundle Jr. takes too long in the pocket, though, and he's ran down by the linebacker, Danny Hairline. And the shithouse booing their former star linebacker. As Jalen Rundle Jr. is now 3rd and long. The last time they were 3rd and long, they threw it to Kelsey Ma'ato for a touchdown. Play action pass, throwing it to the flat, but it's overthrown out of bounds. And tight end number 2, Steve Millenballer, can't come up with it. 4th down, Shitbirds. After yesterday's doubleheader ended with 2 essentially squash matches, I'm very pleased to bring you 2 close competitive matches today, as this Beefers Shitbirds game is turning into an excellent matchup. Justin Threadbare waves for the fair catch as the ball doesn't go for a touchback. What an amazing backspin kicked by Ash Stunkler, and that is a second punt inside the 20-yard line. Of course, Threadbare, if that had bounced any other way, would have been perfectly in the end zone and gone to the 20. So calculated risk there by Threadbare. Ash McEnroe needs to get the quick pass out. Ivan Mold on the drag route. Short reception there. A moderate gain of 4 yards. And the Shitbirds crowd, loud and proud. Ash McEnroe, lots of time in the pocket, throws a touch pass intended for Todd Normal, but covered tightly by RJ Scamp Tapper. That'll bring up 4th down.
3rd and 7. Ball on the 10-yard line.
Here we go. Play 2 quarters.
Did I say 4th down? 3rd down.
It's on.
Ash McEnroe might be calling about Nathan Gamer on this one. Throws it to the slant to Ivan Bold. Gets it! Past the 25. First down, Beefers. And Ivan Mold has been bullying Nick Pacer all game long.
1st and 10. Ball on the 28-yard.
His 4th reception for 54 yards. Ash McEnroe has been really going to both him and Nathan Gamer to get him out of tight jams. Fresh set of downs for the Beefers. It's an outside pitch to Threadbare for about 3 yards.
On the carry. 3-yard gain on the play. Second and 6. Ball on the 32-yard line.
The Beefers are doing an excellent job. While it does seem nail-biting that they're only moving the chains on 3rd down, they are chewing away that clock. And as long as they keep ending these possession in points, they are doing a masterful job. Throw out of the sack to Todd Normal, who slides in like a rock star for the possession catch. Great work there, turning what could have been an awful play into a decent one. And the Beefers now have a 3rd and short to convert.
Ball on the 35-yard line.
Here we go. Get it started. Watch the play.
Turf Munch in the backfield. Nathan Gamer on the move. Shitbirds adjusting their cover. And Akenroe will throw. He'll scramble forward. First down, Beefers. And the Beavers continue to inch ahead, 3 downs at a time, 10 yards apiece. Great clock management here. They are down by 4. But a touchdown will put them ahead by 3, and they want to limit as many possessions away from the Shitbirds as possible. And the Shitbirds need to prove themselves here. They've allowed the most amount of points as number 21 gets a big run there on the stretch play. Stanley Turf Munch has been great as running back too this game.
2nd and 3. Ball on the 48-yard line.
Play 2 quarters. 2 quarters. Let's go now. Turn it up,
2nd and 3. Another pitch to Turf Munch. We'll see where the refs spot this. Todd Normal couldn't keep the block on RJ Scamp Tapper. Otherwise, that could have gone for an insane gain.
3rd and inches.
No, they'll spot it just inches short of a first down. Perhaps another Ash McEnroe scramble. No, they're going to give it to Threadbare. First down and then some. Gets it past the 40, past the 35, almost to the 30. With Vigo Bungerquist holding on for dear life. Greg Trucker with a Goldberg spear there in the secondary. And the Beefers, a long drive here as they are at the opponent's 33. Empty set. And Turf Munch bounces off. 7-yard gain.
With the carry. Gain of 6 on the play.
And the Beefers are cooking. And this is a prime example you hear all the time of people saying you take what the defense gives you, and that's exactly what the Beefers are doing. And they are just chipping away yardage. They are in field goal range right now. Ash McEnroe thrown to the corner. Ivan Mold gets it to the 10. That was a scary catch as we end the 3rd quarter. The Seattle Beefers trailing. But the San Francisco Shitbirds up 14-10. And one turnover here by the San Francisco Shitbirds defense will utterly change the momentum here. They're looking for that errant McEnroe throw. They're looking for that forced fumble as Turf Munch gets another handoff past the 5, gets it to the 2. And the Shitbirds are just... They're showing us a bend but don't break defense, but the don't break part equally as important as the bend. And that's going to be 2nd and goal. The Beefers, maximum meat package, threadbare, up the middle, touchdown Beefers! They go ahead by 2 points. And they cap off a long drive that took up the majority of the 3rd quarter, spilled into the beginning of the 4th quarter here, and they end it with a touchdown. That's exactly the kind of drive you want if you're a Beefers fan. Limiting possessions from the Shitbirds. Amazing drive there. As Joe Corkboard is out to kick the extra point. And it's good. The Beefers go up 3. Now, it would be exactly Shitbird style to respond to this long, arduous 6-minute, 2-second long drive of the Beefers to just overnight flight it and go ahead 4 points again. So we'll see how the Shitbirds respond. Go Bunker Quest gets it to the 20, but doesn't get much farther than that as he gets his head knocked off by Mari Memuardo.
They'll take over at the 24-yard line. 1st and 10.
Here we go. Hey, soft, man. Bring it up, bring it up.
Shitbirds down 3. If there's any team in the league that can quickly respond, they get a Phil Stickler handoff, but that's going to be stopped for a loss. J.K. Jokester struggling to take the power back down. That's going to be a good tackle for loss. And the Shitbirds have to put up or shut up here. 2nd and 11. Bill Stickler and James Dingo with split backs. They're going to hand it off to Dingo. And Dingo might have a breakaway here. Gets the stiff arm, pushed out of bounds, and that is scary. We've seen time and time again Dingo taking to the sidelines. Kelsey Ma'ato is one of the best outside run blockers in the league. And Dingo has broken away for 75-yard touchdown runs this season. So a heroic effort there by the Beefers secondary to throw the power back off the sideline. That could have been dangerous. James Dingo once again takes to the pitch, but no blockers over here this time. He gets tackled at the 50. And there is no player on the Shitbirds better at sticking daggers in their opponent's dreams than their 2 backs. Phil Stickler has had a huge run against the Stoats, and James Wolfe as well has done fantastic, but it's been James Dingo who has been good. Rundle Jr. all the time in the world, but throws it to a blocked, to a completely crowded Phil Stickler. Getting all my tongue tied here casting this. 3rd and 10 for the Shitbirds at the 50. They need a touchdown here to halt the momentum of the Beefers. Split backs, looking for an open man, throws it. Andy Overnight gets it at the 40 for a 1st down. Andy Overnight, his 2nd reception. Both of them have been for 1st downs. Rundle Jr. having an excellent day today. 1 rushing touchdown, 1 passing touchdown. Throws it up. It's caught by Kelsey Ma'ato. And he brings it inside the 15. He leapt up for it lazily. And he just... Oh my god, look at the giant leap there. From the safety. Oh, no, that was Mario Grillmaster reaching up high for that. It's a fresh set of downs in the red zone for the Shitbirds. The Shitbirds have a nasty habit of getting to the red zone and continuing to pass. Screen pass attempted there by Wolf, and he speaks a tackle miss. Touchdown, Shitbirds. Jason Wolf on the screen pass makes Leonard Kapowski miss his tackle, dives into the end zone. Shitbirds go ahead 3, hoping to make it 4 with this extra point. 4 minutes, 43 seconds left in the game. This is a fantastic game so far. And if the Beefers can pull out a similar drive to the one they executed on their last possession, taking up 6 minutes for a touchdown, they might put it into the end zone with no time left for the Shitbirds to tie it up with a field goal. But the Beefers still need to get downfield, and there were so many times on that last drive on 3rd down when it looked like the Beefers weren't going to convert. But they kept chipping away. And if the Shitbirds want to come out victorious and challenge the Wyoming Janitors here late in the season, they need to pull the plug on the Beaver season as Justin Threadbare almost gets it to the 40. The crowd booing the good return of Threadbare. The Shitbirds need to be on their A game to put this game away. 1 turnover will ice it. Handoff to Stanley Turf Munch. Gets a stiff arm and gets tackled down for a 5-yard gain. Ash McEnroe. Stanley Turf Munch behind. 2 tight end set. McEnroe looking to throw. Throws it to the right side. It's caught by Ivan Mould. A bit over jumped there by Spencer Needlemouse, who looked like he had a free interception playing the inside zone there, but completely whiffs the attempt, and Ivan Mould comes up with the catch. Big break caught there by the Beefers. And there are certainly Shitbirds fans shouting obscenities at the screens as the Beefers have made it to the opponent's 48. It's a handoff. No, play action. Great play action, but Todd Normal trying to get on the comeback and can't quite get the turnaround on RJ Scamp Tapper. It's going to bring up 2nd down. A field goal is not good enough. They need a touchdown to go ahead here. McEnroe once again with 2 tight ends. Stanley Turf Munch in the backfield. Simplegraw on the move. It's an outside pitch to Turf Munch. Shakes the tackle. 1st down, Beefers. The Beefers are really making everything work. Outside runs, inside runs, slant passes. 3 things. That's everything, apparently. Ash McEnroe with Felix Passenhog in the backfield. 1st and 10. Felix Passenhog on the counter run. Makes a man miss. Gets it to the 35.
Gain of 4 on the play. 2nd and 7. Ball on the 35-yard line.
We're talking about real. It's showtime, baby. They ain't got nothing.
Threadbare back in his running back. He's going to go on the counter run. He's going to decide to go right up the middle. He finds a hole. He finds a big hole. Big block by Greg Trucker. And he gets it to the 5. What a run by Threadbare. Spencer Needlemouse whiffing a tackle, and just huge props there to Greg Trucker with that deep run block on the left side. That could have gone for a touchdown. And that's going to bring up the 2-minute warning. First and goal, 5 yards to go to pay dirt. The Shitbirds need a stop here. They need to force the Beefers to a field goal. Stanley Turf Munch only getting 2 yards on that run. The Beefers scrambling to reset up. A field goal will keep the lead for the Shitbirds. They need a stop. It's a play action. Turf Munch gets it within 1 yard. 3rd down. Crucial down here for the Shitbirds. The Beefers at the doorstep of the go-ahead touchdown. McEnroe is going to pass it over the middle. Incomplete. 4th down. Will the Beefers go for it on 4th down here? You kind of think they have to. They will. The Beefers. Play of the game. McEnroe with Felix Passenhag in the backfield. A touchdown will win it. If not, they're going to hand it off to Felix Passenhag. No one ahead. Go ahead touchdown for Passenhag. Nobody there on the left side. Tavarius meat flank desperately trying to shake the tackle to close the hole, but the Beefers blocks too strong, and the extra point is good. The Beefers go ahead 3. Now they need to do one of the hardest things in the TNFL, and that is limit the deep passing attack of the Shitbirds. Because once again, they are only up by 3. A Shitbirds touchdown only gets them back to where they were, down 4 points, and they need to respond with a touchdown of their own. Kelsey Ma'auto has been a menace in the backfield, all game long. So what will they do? Perhaps they'll turn up the heat, sending more people at Jalen Rundle Jr., as it's now Sonny DeWilliams barely making it to the 25-yard line. Perhaps more pressure to interrupt the deep bombs from Jalen Rundle Jr., because it seems that whatever the left side of the field does, they cannot cover Kelsey Ma'auto. So look for Jalen Rundle Jr. to throw to him here to make this home crowd happy here to finish off week 6. It's going to be a handoff. Play action, actually. Pass to the flat. It is good. Struggling to get him down in the Shitbirds at the 45. Steve Mellenballer with a huge reception there. Jalen Rundle Jr. split backs. Looking for the open man. It's intercepted! J.K. Jokester on the inside of Kelsey Ma'auto. I asked the question, how are they going to eliminate the threat of Kelsey Ma'auto? And J.K. Jokester stepping up when the Beefers needed him the most. A minute 14 seconds remaining. The Shitbirds still with all 3 of their timeouts. The Beefers can't kneel this. They need a first down here. Outside pitch to Threadbare. This might go for a touchdown. No, it won't, as Candy gets in to stop the run. But the Shitbirds will use their first timeout. The Beefers need at least one more first down, and this game is theirs. However, one forced fumble can change everything. Ball security utmost here for Stanley Turf Munch on these handoffs. This game is not over. Outside pitch to Turf Munch. Great blocking. That's first down, Beefers. And that first down just won the Beefers the game. The Shitbirds can only stop the clock twice on 4 downs. And the Beefers out in victory formations. They have done it. Although they are only 4-1 on the season, they have swept the San Francisco Shitbirds, both at home and on the road here in San Francisco, and I cannot believe it. Another incredibly slim margin, and this one not going to overtime. But J.K. Jokester is definitely going to be a celebrated hero in the Beefers locker room after this game, sticking the dagger in a team that has done nothing but stick daggers in others. And man, the over there division continues to be more and more interesting. With the Shitbirds loss, the Wyoming Janitors continue to spring out ahead of everybody. And now that second spot in the division, the top 2 spots play each other for a spot in the normal bowl at the end of the season. The bottom 2 teams being eliminated. This season just got so much interesting as we begin the second half of the regular season. And this kneel will bring it to a close. What a game. With the Gators being upset and the Beefers beating the Shitbirds, I bet weekly pick'ems players are absolutely devastated right now. This field goal will not be kicked. Time will be expired here. And the Shitbirds upset at home. It's final. The Beefers win it 24-21. Wow. So, this is huge because the Beefers now have a 2-0 record against the Shitbirds. If they are tied with one another for second and third in terms of win-loss record, the Beefers will win the tiebreaker based on record, and they will secure that second slot. So the Shitbirds are now forced to have a better win-loss than the Beefers. The challenges are not over for the Beefers. They need to continue winning in the second half of this season. The Shitbirds have a slightly easier time as they fall to 3-3. The Beefers now 2-4. Let's go to the individual summary here. And yeah, Jalen Russell Jr., an amazing game, a 90.9 passer rating. He threw 2 interceptions, but a 58% completion rate. And Ash McEnroe, I've been saying all season long that the Beefers' 1-4 record does not match just how good Ash McEnroe is behind center. He threw 1 pick immediately, but I remind you, that was his first pick since week 1 against the same team. No other quarterback even comes close to the low amount of interceptions this guy has thrown. And his scrambling ability has got himself a first down already. His 60% completion percentage is insane for the Totally Normal Football League. I can't gush enough about Ash McEnroe, and I wish the Beefers the best, but the Shitbirds, they need to figure out what the heck to do with their defense. Because if they continue to use their same, makeup of their secondary and front seven going into the second half of the season, they will keep losing squeakers like this, and they will lose out on the playoffs. And again, with everybody touting like how good the Shitbirds' offense is, that would be a crime. Andy Overnight, Kelsey Maato, Pierre Dumoulin, Phil Stickler, James Dingo, Jason Wolf, that crew on the offense not making it to the postseason is a crime. So the Shitbirds owe it to themselves to figure out what the heck is happening with their defense and to shore up the holes that they have in order to make sure that the last 4 games of their regular season are ones that ensure they get to the postseason. Let's go to rushing totals here. 96 yards for Justin Threadbare. Just absolute insanity. And Stanley Turfmunch as well really stepped up and answered the call of duty as backup running back. James Dingo, 5 attempts on 41 yards. James Dingo threatened to do what he did to other teams in the league and get that rushing touchdown that would have won the game for them, looking at the math right now, but a Herculean effort by that Beaver secondary to get around those massive run blocks, Maato bulldozing somebody. But I think it was the strong safety making the play, pushing James Dingo out of bounds. That might have been, that J.K. Jokester interception sticking the dagger was definitely number 1, but play number 2 was definitely that for the Beavers' defensive players. Receiving totals, Kelsey Maato, no surprise here, 3 receptions for 120 yards. He continues to be one of the biggest threats for secondaries in the TNFL. But Ivan Mold made so many catches. There were so many times Ivan Mold caught passes that looked like they were for sure interceptions, but he came away with it with not only yardage, but first downs, keeping drives alive for the Beefers all game long. Nathan Gamer also had one of the passes of the season. He shaked 3 tacklers. Probably I think the hot dog cart guy was after him on that play too, and he was able to squirm past, convert a 3rd down, get a fresh set of downs for the Beefers. Incredible stuff. So yeah, Joey Hands, 9 pancakes. Let's go left tackle.